Hey y'all, welcome back
to the channel.
Yes y'all.
To the Two Opinionated Insinuations. So yes, honey. Welcome back.
I know you're like, hey. Hey y'all. Welcome back to the channel.
Yes, honey.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back to the Two Opinionated Insinuations. We are back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review.
Yes, episode 6.
Yes, episode 6. Before we get into it, though, make sure you all got y'all tequila. Get the tequila. Get your tequila, y'all. Y'all better make sure y'all have y'all tequila. And make sure y'all got y'all Red Bull Boost.
Yes.
I don't have one right now, but y'all know what it is. Make sure you got it.
Already. So let's get into this episode.
Yes, honey. Now let's get into it.
All right, so Mike and Cynthia, they sit down to talk about their RSVP list for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be 200 and some invites. The venue can only hold 150, or is it 100? It was supposed to be 50 each of, their sides of the family and friends or whatever. And you got over 150. Why?
Why did you send out that many invites? If you knew that you was getting the governor's mansion or wherever the heck y'all was getting, so why did you send out that many invites? And then once you realize that you only had a certain amount, you should have went back and recalled some of them or whatever and let them know, hey, we might have to make this virtual. We'll make sure that we got a cameraman set up, and you can join this little broadcast with this meeting, with this whatever situation. But it just blew me because, at the beginning, I want all these people, I want everybody to be here, and now I only thought it was going to be 100 people, and y'all sitting there looking stuck-faced.
Like, why is that even a problem at this point, yo? Like, you need to just be worried about your dress, your bridesmaids' dresses, whoever Mike has on his side that's a part of the wedding. It need to be, preparations for that. Not about this guest list. These things should have been discussed. It's ridiculously too close to the wedding to be trying to retract some RSVP invites.
This is ridiculous. I didn't understand that. I guess. I mean, whatever. Mike want to invite Dennis.
Yes.
Portia's on and off, whatever, husband, fiance, man.
I think that he should be able to invite who he wants to invite, and it shouldn't matter how anybody else feels about who he wants to invite. Same way with Cynthia wanting to invite her dad and worried about what her mom has to say about it. It's your wedding, you guys' wedding. If you want to celebrate with those people, invite them. Who cares what your guests say? If they got a problem, they guess. They don't have to come.
Exactly. I'm with you on that.
And I gotta talk about Mike's hair. Sorry, Mike. Not sorry. The lighting was very good in the room, and I was able to see all of your scalp. So I just think you should go ahead and just shave it on off, like you are a handsome man anyway. But it just looks a little weird. I don't know. Maybe like something gay. Will work, but I wanted to mention that. Other than that, y'all figure this stuff out about the wedding and your invites, honey. Bye, y'all.
Anyways, so then it moves on to Drew and Ralph. They're still packing up to move down the street somewhere to the new house. And they are packing up after returning from Ralph's father's funeral. If y'all remember, he had a heart attack, so they're coming back from South Carolina, I believe it is, from the funeral. And
Yeah, so Drew mentions that she believes the one counseling session that they did have as a couple was beneficial to their problem. As a fellow therapist, I don't understand how you think one session just solved all of your problems and that they just mysteriously disappear. They don't. They are repressed. And you guys just say, oh, we're comfortable with each other. We love each other and we just want to get past it. No, you need to discuss it. You were able to express yourself in that therapy session and you believe that your husband heard you and vice versa with him wanting to express how he felt about different situations as well. You guys did not argue because there was a mediator there. And so both parties were heard. And I think that's what was beneficial. So the session was beneficial, not to your problems, just only to that one specific problem where you guys felt like you weren't being heard and you wasn't getting the answers that you needed from that other person when there wasn't the third party there. You need to continue therapy, to continue working out your issues and really get to the root of the problem and not just glaze over them and think that, oh, we good. No, you not. On to next.
If you want to book her, if you want a younger therapist than what you currently have,
hit me up in my DMs or hit me up down there in the comments below.
We'll get you the information.
For sure. Very, very much supportive. Hit me up. I got you. But I'm also going to let you know where there's some lack of accountability.
Accountability is a very important thing. Yes, very important.
But good luck, though.
Yep. Either way, yeah, they talk about that. Ultimately, they let off some balloons for his daddy. And then it moves on to Candy. Candy is pretty much doing promotion for her Candy Cares campaign. She's giving away groceries and essentials.
Single parents.
Single parents during the pandemic, single parent family. So she's doing some promo for that, and she's just, talking to her team around her, and she winds up calling her family lawyer being Eva's husband,
Mike Sterling.
Yes, to see about how she can get her child, Riley, some child support.
Yes, and I like that Candy kept it within the friendship. Like, keep the money within this friendship. Support your friends. It's not hard. Share a post. Refer me to different people that you know that might need my services. Let's keep this train rolling.
Yes, that's how
friends
you build a network.
Support friends.
That's exactly.
I like that. See what I'm saying? Candy is that number one friend, honey.
Definitely. So, she's just talking to him about seeing, what can be done and just having a conversation with her team around her. And it was a makeup artist who was, the judge gonna see you and talk about some denied. You ain't finna get no money. Are you serious?
Need for me?
No, the Department of Human Services sent out a request asking him for all income verification for the last 5 years. Because $92,000, that's outstanding.
Basically, I can
be like, denied.
No.
You have enough.
No, I'm not asking for any new money. This is money that he hasn't paid.
Girl, you're not gonna get no child support. Homegirl, I'm gonna need you to go have several seats. It don't matter if she's the richest woman in the planet. It don't matter.
It doesn't. She didn't make a child on her own.
Exactly.
And while Candy was out here working, she was spending time away from her child, where somebody else was, obviously it was Miss Joyce, who was taking care of this baby. And he was not being that provider or that support system for her. And so he needs to contribute, whether the little girl is 18 or not. Give that baby what was owed.
Thank you. And then, quite frankly, at this point, it ain't even really Candy that's more so concerned about it. It's Riley. Riley say, at this point, I'm in college. I'm grown. You could do something for me. You could pay for this college. You could help support me while I'm in college. since you didn't help support me while I was growing up. So I'm gonna need that makeup artist. She definitely had me feeling away. And if you was on my payroll, you probably would have been suspended for a week. Keep your mouth closed. I think Candy wanted to say something to you, but she was keeping it cute and keeping it mute. But I would have let your ass know your place. Gone somewhere.
I know that's right, y'all.
Okay then.
So Kenya and Cynthia, they have a talk about this whole engagement party, and they sit down. She tells her about Mike wanting. I'm sorry, it was Portia and Cynthia. She tells her about Mike wanting to invite Dennis to the wedding and trying to just feel Portia out to see how she feels about the whole wedding situation or whatever.
Like you and Dennis together. And Mike loved Dennis, okay? At one point Dennis talked to him and he was just like, man, I gotta get my family back, And Mike wants to invite Dennis to the wedding. Like,
I am going to get Mike.
Let me tell you, he is like...
But you are the one...
And Portia is basically, she's kind of still a little bit insecure about the infidelity. She's definitely still a little angry.
Yeah.
And she said that, she might be taking out some of her frustrations on him, considering that she doesn't feel supported when it comes to the whole parenting piece. And then also all of the other activism that she's doing within the community, it may be taking a toll on her and coming within her household. So they haven't quite panned out their issues as of yet. They're still engaged in working on it, but it seems like they're not liking each other right now at this moment. So she doesn't want him to come.
Right.
It's not up to you.
It's
like
not.
that Cynthia gave you the opportunity to speak your piece about the situation, but technically, boo, either you're going to come for me and not be worried about your own personal problems and be happy for my union, or you not.
Period. You better sit over there on Cynthia's side and then have Dennis sit over there on the
Mike's side.
Exactly. And nobody got time for that. It's not that serious. There's going to be plenty enough people there that y'all don't have to see each other if y'all try that hard. So keep it moving. It's not about you. Not about you. Anyway, so then it pretty much moves on to, we're just going to go and get into Candy's care food drive.
Yay.
So, like we said, she set up a food drive for food and essentials being distributed to single families, single parent families. And all the ladies decided they're going to come out. Portia on time. Portia is on time. Kenya got a problem with that.
Kenya got a problem with everything.
Kenya came on one. Maybe she had a couple more still of them martinis that she was sipping on from the engagement party, because she was still on one. Like, she was very shady.
She's just petty Betty, and she's negative, and she's bitter, and taking it out on everybody else. Like, you gotta be the Debbie Downer in every situation. Why do you have to bring the negative energy, boo? Nobody wants it.
Nobody got time for that. But
yeah, like, I like how they all were there to support. You had Portia, you had Kenya, you had Marlo. Even Drew was able to send some money virtually to donate. Let's talk about his money.
I'm asked, what the what? What a money reside? What a money reside? What a money reside?
I'm hearing 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Marlo had her check on the spot, 5,000. Portia gave 5,000. Drew, I think she said Drew gave. Did she say?
No, she didn't say how much Drew gave, and she didn't say how much Kenya gave. And
how much
she
did.
She indicated that the friends that you thought had it might not be as generous as they should be. And so I think that was toward Kenya, $1 million.
You think that's who she was talking about?
I think so. But, Candy ain't going to say.
About Marlo. Even with Marlo giving the 5,000, and she was very thankful about it, just how Marlo was like, You know, make sure it's 50. Make sure it's the 5,000 and not 50 or 500 or something. And I think Kenya said something along the lines of one of her sugar daddies or something must gave her a bonus and an allowance. So I'm like, okay, I do remember Marlo talking about she date millionaires and she get this and she get that. She could have gave 10,000.
Yeah, and that's why I think that Marlo made it known, like, yeah, girl, make sure it's the 5,000 and not the 500, because everybody got something to say about how she makes her money. You know what I'm saying? And it's mainly Kenya, and so the fact that she can show that she gave 5,000, possibly knowing that you did it.
Damn, I wonder how much Kenya gave. She must have gave 500.
I believe Kenya ain't give.
She gave her help
enough.
She gave her help.
I believe she didn't give enough. And you know Candy is not going to steal it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she probably had that conversation with some of the ladies. Mm-hmm. But she didn't put it out there to us, for us to know. But I do believe that Kenya, you are one of those people. I do believe that Drew is possibly one of those people. But at the end of the day, she was able to get the money for her Candy Care Foundation, and that's all that matters. You know, it's about people. I love the cause.
Right.
That was it.
Right. Kenya decides that she wants to plan a getaway, so they're now in talks of trying to get a getaway together. I think she probably should have went ahead and tried to go through Candy again, because everybody sound like they with it, and I think the only reason they with it because everybody want to get away. Of course, it's COVID, but
Coronavirus!
Didn't nobody really seem excited about the whole situation, so I don't know. We gonna wait.
They just know that they're obligated through their contract and know that they gotta go somewhere, like they always do every season. And so yeah, we all gonna go, but it's not that we're excited to go during this whole quarantine situation.
Especially if you make it seem like it's Kenya idea.
Exactly. Like, why you always gotta bring up Toya? Girl, have some ideas on your own. Anyway, Mike and Cynthia, they get their marriage license.
Yes, they are on their way to being married. Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. We getting closer and closer. I'm glad they got some things out the way. Definitely. Okay. So Noelle and Cynthia, they go visit the mama.
Yeah, they go visit the mama, and y'all know Noelle is Cynthia's daughter. She in town, and they and Mal is there, which is Cynthia's sister.
Right.
And you know, they all chilling, eating up all the pork chops and shit. And pretty much Cynthia just kind of want to get her mom's take on inviting her dad to the wedding. She wants her dad to be there, and that conversation just kind of opens up. Which Mal, she's saying she has conversations with her dad. They're in contact. Cynthia lets it be known that she's not in contact. She hasn't really been in contact with her dad since her mom did a PSA, a public service announcement about being a domestic violence survivor on Kenya's, whatever Kenya had going on at that moment. She set up some type of situation to do a PSA and shine light on domestic violence.
Yeah.
First of all, I see what type of mama we dealing with here. She one of them, if I ain't fucking with him, then you don't need to fuck with him either. Period. I recognize that.
I just don't understand how that equates to you not being loyal to your mother because you want your father to walk you down the aisle. And,
it's craziness. It's craziness.
Yeah, I don't understand how that equates to you not being loyal to the person that raised you. She's not saying that. She's not, dismissing the memories that she had with you and how you raised her and how you care for her and that you're her number one parent. However, she wants her dad to walk her down the aisle. Why? Noelle was very, very expressive as to why her mother should not invite her father, which is Noelle's grandfather.
Not to invite him? Is that what
you
you're saying?
can invite him. I don't care. Cynthia.
Okay,
She
so
just
that's
said
what
that
she's
she was
saying.
going to put her mask over her eyes. So that obviously means that she would prefer for him not to be there. Because the thing is, I don't really see him. How many times have you seen him, Noel? I think like once. Like I said, it doesn't matter. But you know who I have seen though? Granny. I don't have to think about how many times I've seen her.
And grandma was sitting there agreeing with everything. At first she was just like, yeah, well,
with this 20-year-old in grown folks' business.
In grown folks' business, but she should have been outside doing something else. She was like, yeah, do what you want to do. I'm okay with it in the first beginning. I'm just gonna put my mask over my eyes at my wedding. Okay. And then when Noelle said what she said, he go, grandma co-sign and everything. Like, yeah, she's right. And my thing is, she's not. It's your wedding. You want your daddy to walk you down the aisle. You want your mama to be there in support of you as well. It shouldn't be a loyalty situation right now. Handle this afterwards. The lady just said she's spoken to the man in some odd number of years.
That should be enough. To you.
That should be enough.
That mama just really rubbed me all the way wrong. Especially when she was sitting up there talking about, I didn't know that you was taking me all them years back, that you was taking me to do a PSA on domestic violence. What's a PSA? I didn't know that I was doing that. And then you got the people out there in Alabama, they mad and blah, blah, blah. Let that be the reason why you want to sit up here and have this conversation, because you went out there and did a PSA and you didn't like the backlash that you got from it from your family. Let's be honest, it seems like you're in a traditional type of household, like you probably grew up traditional, and they probably said secrets should be held in the family. You don't talk outside of what's going on between man and wife. That's probably what you was doing, and they mad in Alabama. We know how the folks is in the country, that you went online or to the world to say that your husband used to beat you. That's not Cynthia's fault.
It's not her fault. That was your choice. You cannot hold her accountable for your actions. Just be there and support your daughter.
Exactly. Don't be dumbfounded too. You knew exactly what you were doing. What else are we talking about? Why this man beat my ass? Why are we talking about it?
I can't. Either way, I hope that Cynthia is able to have her father and her mother there. I hope that Mike is able to have Dennis there. And I hope that they have a great wedding. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. That's the end of this episode. So let's just see how it goes. You guys hit us up down there in the comments. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Definitely.
Get into it. Okay? And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.